when you were starting your career, did you ever get like a lot of people, they maybe they have an idea, but then they get analysis paralysis, or then they're like, they don't know how, and then they think they need to strategize and plan it out, or they don't think they have the skills. And you probably get people that are like, you're a billionaire, can I touch you? And they like feel like really,
Yeah,
really different from you.
Yeah,
Did you get that imposter syndrome back in the day?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was broke. I didn't have an imposter syndrome because I was broke, right? I had no choice. You know, like once I told you I was living with 6 guys in a 3-bedroom apartment. One time, so the way we used to do it, we'd all write checks to one guy, and then it was that guy's turn to take the check to the landlord, right? And so there'd be 5 guys who handed to a 6th guy. This guy, Dave O'Brien, Dobie, we called him, wrote him a check, right? Next thing we know, Dobie's gone, right? Haven't seen him since, but I did get an email from him about 10 years ago saying, hey, Mark, so excited for you. I'm like, motherfucker, you owe me money. And he kept me a check and I cashed it.
So how do you get over that imposter syndrome?
You just got to go. You just got to stop being, which is worse, being broke or being afraid? I'd rather be a little bit afraid and hesitant. You just got to get through that and just try it, right? What's the worst thing that can happen? And it's not so much imposter syndrome. I think where people fail is they think they need to raise money. And that's, sweat equity is typically the best equity, right? Your piss, your vinegar, your effort, right? Dude, the one thing in life you can control is your effort, right? It's one of my favorite sayings. And so you just got to say, fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to try. I'm going to see what happens. It's like asking that person out on a date, that little fear that initially, maybe they say no, maybe they say yes, but you just got to go. You don't know until you go. And that's the advice I give everybody. And some people, and then the second question is, well, I don't know what kind of business to start.
Yeah.
What should I do? What do you think I should do? You got to find something you like. And then just try, right? And, and if you like it, and then you figure out you can be good at it, and it doesn't have to be something you're passionate about, because all this, follow your passion. Not now, right? I wanted to be a basketball player, but you've got to find something that you can do. You got to find something that you can sell, a skill set you have that you can monetize. And then you just got to say, go, right? Just go. And then if you get good at it, nobody quits anything they're good at, because then you get that taste, right? And then it's like, oh my goodness, all right, I got a little bit going. I remember like I got fired from my job and I'd started this company, and it was a struggle, but I remember thinking, okay, I'm in business 1 month. Oh my God, 1 month. Then every single month on the anniversary, 2 months. It's been 2 months. I'm still an entrepreneur. I'm still in business. 3 and 4. And then 7 years later, I still hadn't taken a vacation, but I loved every damn minute of it, right? Then it turned into a business I could sell. And along the way, Jake, let me just tell you, 2 years in, maybe 3 employees in, we had like it was a company called Micro Solutions. It was a tech company. And we had like $84,000 in the bank. And then one day I get a call from this dude at a local Texas bank. He goes, son, I just want to tell you, we just had this lady come through the drive-through, and she had put whiteout on the payee and written her name in the checks. I'm like, you didn't cash them, did you? And well, of course we did. That's the rule, son. Renee Hardy's her name. She took $82,000 of the $84,000 we had in the bank. Gone, right? And like initially I was pissed, but that lasted like 10 minutes because like, well, if I want this thing to keep on going, I got to go back to work. Call my vendors, told them what happened because they were payables checks, and just said, you know what? Here's where we are. Can you work with me? Because you've seen what we've done over the last couple of years. And if you work with me, I'll make it work. And that's what they did. And that's the same thing as now. Everybody's scared, right? And so if you got that idea and you think there's somebody, just talk to them, communicate, be transparent, be honest. Selling's not about trying to convince somebody. Selling's just about being honest and trying to help somebody, right? And if you do that, maybe that side hustle turns into something you can make some money, and then it turns into something bigger. And then, you know what? In a few years, we're going to look back and it's going to be like, yeah, I was listening to Jake and he gave me the motivation to go. And now my company's worth $746 billion. You just never know.